Hello, welcome to another update of luxury homes here on the island of Oahu. My name is Bryan, the broker in charge of Honolulu Real Estate. Pretty good activity this last 2 weeks. The market is picking up a little bit. 9 new listings, and then we had 3 sold transactions. I'll cover in more detail when we get to it, but this $3.2 million closing was conventional. The other 2 were cash. And you can see here, 3 of the new listings have already been on the market before, and I'll get into more detail when we cover each of those listings. And let's get started. This home in Poipu, which is over in the Hawaii Kai, East Oahu area. So if you're not familiar with Poipu Drive, Kokokai area of Hawaii Kai, I'm going to show you on the map right here. Very, very prestigious, desirable area to live. Homes right here. You have a Hawaii Kai Marina. And then over here this way is Honolulu. Waikiki is all right here. You got Diamond Head here. And then here's Hanauma Bay. Beautiful spot for snorkeling, lounging on the beach. And then this area is considered Portlock all around here. And then you have the triangle here. And then again, this area all around here is called Kokokai. So this is a 5-bed, 3.5-bath home, originally built in 1966. Almost 3,000 square feet, and here's your lot size right here. Pay attention, fair, needs major repair. They don't go into a whole lot of detail in the listing, what kind of major repair, but I would guess maybe some termite damage, maybe some wood rot as well, and just overall home has not been well maintained. But it could be really a magnificent property just due to its location and the square footage and the views. This area is going to be very quiet. It does get some nice trade winds. And I mentioned before, it's so critical, regardless of the condition of the property, to have really, especially in homes of this caliber, whether they need major repair or they're turnkey, highly recommend getting professional images done. Either hire professional photographers who are going to do some post-editing to make the pictures look very sharp, or even just clear and crisp. Like here's this one's blurry. I don't know what that's really showing there. But almost everyone starts their home search now online, and for that reason, quality pictures are super critical. And it just amazes me for homes in this caliber that agents neglect to do that. And as a seller, I would be adamant to my listing agent that I want very high quality listing photos. But here's a great edited picture though. They did a good job here. Here you have Diamond Head, Honolulu. You can kind of see Honolulu, Waikiki. Whenever the sun sets and it's not cloudy, you're gonna get some magnificent sunsets here. Really beautiful. I used to live not too far from this area, and I'd often just walk down to the water at night just to check out the sunsets because, yeah, they're magnificent. So 3.6, really that's not unreasonable for Kokokai with this kind of square footage and that large lot. But I don't think that's unrealistic. Okay, now moving on to the triangle in Hawaii Kai. This is a $4 million. 4-bed, 3.5-bath, originally built in 1962, remodeled in 1997. Fairly large home, almost 4,000 square feet. Here's your lot size here. And this is just not too far from that last listing. So that home was right here. This is, again, the triangle. I'd almost call this Portlock area. Again, it's all very desirable. This is a good picture here. So first of all, again, just on the other side of this ridge, you have Hanauma Bay, and you can hike up here. This is another spot where I sometimes hike to take sunset. While up here, you can kind of just sit over. There's a little clearing up here on the ridge to taking the sunset. Here's a property here, and every so often, like here, obviously here, there's going to be little public accesses to get to the beach. This area is pretty common. This is really one of the few places in this area that actually has a beach, but only on lower tide. And then there's some good surf breaks over here. And when I lived in the area, I used to surf over there, so I'd often just put in right here. And then all this area was developed by Henry Kaiser. This is his home here. This is the only private boat moorage. All of definitely Oahu, but I think all of Hawaii. He used to have a large sailing ship here. It was pretty amazing, but he's still a huge parcel here. It's owned by a family in California now, but magnificent. I mean, it's not well maintained these days, but it's really a trophy property. But I digressed with this image. I apologize. Let me just go back. So a lot of lush greenery surrounding the home. I would highly recommend, I mean, I can't tell from this photo, but you can see here, you do want to remove any vegetation that's touching your roof line, your property. It'll prevent damage to your property as well as reduce the number of insects, pests that are going to get in the house. But well-maintained home. Nice having the pool, big open space. Unique island bar area. And this home does have a video tour. I'll be in any home that has a video tour. I'll be putting the video description that you can click on to get a more detailed look at the property. I don't think that's too bad of a price. Okay, moving on. This is home in Sunset area on the North Shore. So this is one of the properties that had been on the market before. It was last listed for $7 million back in March of 2023. So they did a good job of dropping the price. If you're not familiar with Sunset area, North Shore, you got Honolulu here. No traffic. You could probably get up here from Honolulu, maybe about 45, 50 minutes. But just note, Hawaii, very touristy surf town. And then you have numerous surf breaks here, some quality beaches, Waimea, Sharks Cove is right over here. And this is just the two-lane highway, one lane going in each direction that is heavily trafficked and just usually count on bumper to bumper for the most part. It does vary on the time of year, but more often than not, you're going to be dealing with traffic, so it can easily take an hour to get to this area from town. And then as far as shopping, if you live in this house, Pupukea has a food land, but there's really not much. You have to go to Kahuku, Laie on this side if you really want to get some grocery stores, so kind of remote. And no video tour on this property, so I'm going to show you all the pictures here. Well maintained. Neat little beach bungalow. And being oceanfront, I mean, a lot of the value is in the land, and again, being oceanfront. Yeah, there you have it there. And so here's a highway right here that takes you along the North Shore. And then as you can see here, there's a private lane right here. And I failed to mention earlier, so this is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 1,700 square feet, and lot size just about 6,700. All right, next we have this nice home in Wailupe Beach. This is in the Diamond Head area. It's a 5.35 million, 4-bed, 4.5 bath, lower 3,700 square feet of living space, lot size lower 24,000. It is oceanfront. It does have a video tour, so I won't show you all the pictures, but here's a location. So again, you have Diamond Head here, Waikiki Town right here. This is all a very desirable area. Again, being just off the highway, potentially going to be doing some street noise. But this home is set back off the road a little bit, so it shouldn't be too bad. Nice set of 2-car garage. Yeah, nice backyard area. Pool. And this home, in my opinion, is priced quite well, being oceanfront and based on the condition and the square footage. And again, there is a video tour for this property. Moving on in Kahala, this is Kahala Avenue, considered one of the most, probably the most prestigious street to live on Oahu. Almost 6.3 million. It's a 3-bed, 4-full, 2-half bath, built in 2007. Large home, 6,900 square feet, and a pretty good sized lot, over 16,000. And if you're new to this video series, Kahala, again, is usually considered probably the most prestigious place to live, especially if your address is Kahala Avenue. This home's tucked in right here. And unless this, for the most part, this is all very flat land. So unless you're around the ocean, most homes, and there can be some magnificent homes set back off the ocean, they're not going to have ocean views. They're just going to either have garden, maybe occasionally mountain views. So again, you really got to be oceanfront for the most part if you really want to have some stellar ocean views. And like this home, just has canal, no ocean views. No video tour. And so this one is, there's another property in front of you, and it sold last year sometime. I can't recall the price at this moment, but yeah, you will have people using the driveway to get to the house in front of you. Not too common of architecture for Oahu. I mean, definitely something you'd find more in the Southern California area. Yeah, there's a good picture for you. And kind of like Portlock area, there is like beach access points. Like here's one right here. Every so often, you're going to have a pathway that'll is open to the public to give the public access to the beach. And then here's a great idea. This is a Kahala Resort. Wildlife golf course, country club. It's a nice little beach park here. And not the ideal for swimming. I mean, I've been here a handful of times, but there's other places I'd rather go. Kahala Resort, though, Plumeria, there's some excellent restaurants on site there. But Plumeria, I just highlight, they have an excellent buffet on the weekends, and then they have a breakfast buffet on a daily basis, but their dinner buffets Saturday or Fridays and Saturdays, and I think also Sundays are, boy, I think they're incredible value. They just got a great quality, great selection, so highly recommend. And they also have a dolphin exhibit here. You can swim with dolphins here. Okay, next up we have this home on beachside in Kailua, 6.5 million. It's a 4-bed, 4.5 bath, built in 2022. Not too common to have a newer construction on Oahu. A little over 3,600 square feet living space, 10,000 square foot lot, which is pretty standard for lot sizes over in Kailua in the beachside area. And again, here's another path, public access point to the beach. So this area, this is a little further down. Let me just backtrack a moment here to show you the map. So Kailua Beach, 2.5 miles of wonderful soft sand. It is more desirable to live over this way. Here's Kailua town, then over here you have Lanikai. So yeah, it's much more considered much more desirable to live over on this side. But because over here you have the Marine Corps Base Hawaii. You can be dealing with some air traffic. But still a nice place to live. And in fact, right now there's a listing not too far from this property. It's a $50 million listing. 2 properties on the lot. Really a magnificent listing. But this area is called Castle. Occasionally can have a good surf spot, but this whole area of Kailua is very popular for kite surfing because the winds blow. Usually it's an onshore wind. But then also you get a lot of tourists over here as well. Sorry about that. Neat home though, very beautiful, well maintained. I love the finishes. And no video tour for this property, so I'm going to show you most of the images, but really stellar. Just all the high quality finishes and custom woodwork. Okay, see, here's a good, this is a Marine Corps Base Hawaii right here. And this part of Kailua Beach, usually doesn't get too busy. There you go. Okay, here's a nice property on Niu Beach, 7.1 million. It's a 5-bed, 5.5 bath. Originally built in 1988, remodeled last year. Over 4,700 square feet living space, large lot, over 21,000, and this is oceanfront. It was last listed back in April 2022 for 7.2 million. It's been on the market for quite a while. And there's a video tour. Niu Valley, I'll just point out. So that one home over on Wailupe Beach was right over here, and then just get your bearings here. You got the Portlock Kokokai area. This home does have a video tour, so I won't show you all the pictures. Oh, nice, they got a basketball hoop as well. Even though updated last year, my opinion still has kind of got a little dated look to it. I mean, this is a good comparison to that one we just saw, beachside in Kailua. I think the finishes of that Kailua home really resonate with a lot more buyers than this type of home. I'm guessing that's why it hasn't sold yet. Okay, another home in Kahala, 7.6 million. This has been on the market as well. It was last listed back in June of 2023 at the same price, 7.6. It's a 5-bed, 6 full bath, 2 half bath, over 8,300 square feet living space, lot size 13,500. And here's a good example. This home's on Kahala Avenue. I mean, pretty steep price, 7.6, and no ocean views. You just have garden and mountain views. No video tour, so I'll show you most of the pictures here. And this home with this kind of finishes is not unusual for Kahala. I mean, there are some really grand, just very magnificent homes, custom built with some really amazing custom finishes. It's interesting. Definitely though, with some of these custom finishes, I'm just gonna definitely take a certain buyer. And I mean, it's a lot of square footage. It's a great location. I just don't know if they're gonna get that price though. We'll see. Okay, home in Portlock, 8.5 million. This is a 3-bed, 3.5 bath. Originally built in 1958, remodeled in 1978. A little over 3,300 square feet of living space. Lot size is almost 16,000. This is coast oceanfront. You can hear Portlock right here. This listing agent, I actually used to work with him. Really quality person. Very successful entrepreneur. So here's a home right here. Here's a good picture right here. So Diamond Head. There's some good surf spots right here. Large pool deck. You're going to see some magnificent sunsets. But even though I really like the guy, I'd recommend getting better pictures. That's great. There you go. Now moving on to sold. Here we have this home in Mokulei, listed at 3.2. Really quick sale. 2 days on the market. Sold at list price. Again, this is a conventional financing transaction. 3 full beds, 2 full baths, built in 1976. Not the largest home, just under 1,600 square feet. Pretty good sized lot, just 13,800. And over in Lanikai, I really like this home. Listed at 5.25, just sold $50,000 below list price, 42 days on the market. 4 beds, 4.5 bath. Almost 3,300 square feet, good sized lot. Garden mountain views. And lastly, another home in Lanikai. This is just one home off of oceanfront. 4 days on the market, $125,000 above list price. 4 bed, 4 full baths, a little over 3,000 square feet, 10,000 square foot lot. And very tight inventory in Lanikai right now. And I know that there's quite a few buyers waiting for properties to pop up. So not surprised to see some of these things sell so quickly. And here's a good note here is that Lanikai, some of these homes rent for really incredible amounts on a 30-day basis. I've seen some that go $40,000, $50,000. So yeah, it works really well for some people who are looking for maybe a secondary home and then want some rental income when they're not staying in the property. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all on any sort of property on Oahu, contact me anytime. I am here to serve you. And thank you again for tuning into my channel. You take care.